Hi, welcome to another one of our phone videos. First of all, let's have a look on the outside. Now you'll notice it's quite a big phone, so bear that in mind. But it's not overly big. I mean, these days big phones are very much in fashion. But the added benefit of this one is you've got the full QWERTY keyboard, so this is a dream for people who like texting and emailing on the go. The screen size is really good as well. It's a 3.5 inch screen. To give you an idea, that's the same size as the iPhone screen. So there's the front there. We've got our full QWERTY keyboard here. We've also got a very interesting button here, the Facebook button. So if you like Facebook a lot, you can click that button. That will log you into Facebook and you can do your updates and photos and whatnot. Okay, so on the front we've got our 4 Android keys. We've got our home, our menu, our back and our search. Let's have a look at the side. At the top we've got a USB port and charging port. We've got a 3.5mm headphone jack, so that's great. You can use normal headphones. We've got our on button. Let's have a look on the back. On the back we've got our camera and we've got our dual flash. We've got a little speaker port there and we've got a nice big speaker port down here as well. This is quite nice as well. It's an aluminium sort of back. It looks very nice. It feels very nice as well. Okay, we've also got a front facing camera too. Now this is a dual SIM phone. You can use a 3G phone, 3G chip if you have one, 3G SIM if you have one, as well as a GSM SIM as well. Right, first of all, it goes the memory card goes in here. Okay, and the 2 SIMs, they just slot in the top and the bottom, just simple as that. Okay, and the battery simply goes in there, and the back cover fits back on, and let's turn it on. Okay, while that's turning on, let me show you what you get with the phone. First of all, as usual, you'll get your UK data transfer charger cable. You can charge the phone via a normal PC socket, or if you have a USB charger such as this, you can use this. This doesn't come with it, but you can buy one very cheaply from us. Look at the top on the accessories. So that's the charger cable. You also get a headset, so you can listen to your music on the go. So there's a headset. It's a 3.5mm jack, so that fits in. The interesting thing about this headset, it's got a little microphone, so you can take phone calls with it as well. And finally, you get the manual. It is an English manual. It's pretty basic, but I mean, if there's anything that you need, you don't understand, do email us and we'll try our best to help you. Okay, now that the phone started, let's have a little play. So this is the Android lock screen. This is also a touchscreen phone, so that's a really good feature. I just simply do that to unlock it. Now let's go back to actually I want to show you that we can just simply unlock it by just going up, or I can unlock it straight into the browser, the phone, messaging or settings. So that's a little feature there. Now, as with all Android phones, it's got several home screens. This has got 5. What I've done is customized it a little bit. I've got my weather widget and time clock there. I've got my quick links to things I like most. I've got a Google search bar. I've got some more links. I've got quick access to my music, and on the other side I've got a nice attractive desk clock, and on here I've got the BBC News. These are called widgets. If you don't know about Android, you can just simply add a new widget by just holding your finger there. Well, that's moving that widget about there. Holding that finger there, going to widgets, and then choosing which widget you'd like to put on the screen there. Very handy indeed. Okay, so the other thing as well, I've got quick settings. If I just quickly pull that down there, it will show you that I'm connected on Orange and Vodafone. Now this is connected at the same time, so you don't have to switch. This is effectively like carrying two phones at once. You've got one phone, so that's really great feature. Okay, on the top here I've got quick settings. I can turn my Wi-Fi, my Bluetooth, the GPS, and my audio profiles up here. Very handy indeed. Okay, right, down here we've got our app tray button. So if I click that app tray, it will show you all the applications that I've got on here, and I've also downloaded a few. There we are. It's got all the usual like navigation, maps. Of course you can add loads more by simply going to the Android marketplace. It's called the Android Play Store now. So if I quickly show you on there, I can go on here and download apps, books, movies, games. There we are. If I click that, I can download free games, I can download paid games, obviously having to pay for them. If there's a particular game that I'm searching for, I can use the on-screen keyboard, or I can use the QWERTY keyboard down here. So I want to find Angry Birds. Let's find Angry Birds. Okay, it's got predictive text as well, so it knows what I'm searching for. There we are, Angry Birds. I just click on it, install, and it installs onto my phone. So your phone has got endless possibilities with the Play Store. Very handy. A lot of phones, foreign phones these days, do not have the Play Store, so it's very important that you have the Play Store. It just makes life a whole lot easier. Okay, let's go back to the keyboard again. On the keyboard we've got obviously a full QWERTY keyboard. We've got an arrow button as well, so I can just, like your cursor on your keyboard, go up and down, left, right, and the middle button is the enter button. And that Facebook button, if I click it, that brings me to the Facebook app, and if I was logged in it would do that, but I'm not logged in. It would just go straight into Facebook. I've got some quick keys as well for music, so for the music lovers out there, I can just press play and it'll play my music. So I can go to next track and things. So that's really good if I like listen to my music and on the go. I've got my volume key down here as well, so if I just press up and down for the volume. So there you go. It's very handy, very easy for texting. If I show you texting as well. Okay, so on here I just who I want to text to. I can either put in a number or choose from my contacts on here. Okay, so once I've chosen who I want to send it to, I can then type my message again, like using the on-screen keyboard, or I can use the QWERTY keyboard, which is very easy to use, obviously being a QWERTY keyboard. Okay, so when I want to send it, I need to send it to someone. Okay, when I want to send it, I just send out, and it will ask me if I want to send it out from SIM 1 or SIM 2. I can't actually do that without sending out a proper text message, unfortunately, but that's what happens. Okay, let's show you what happens when I call out. So if I want to call out a number, again I can use the on-screen keyboard, or I can use the keyboard down here. Then I call out. It will ask me if I want to call out from my Orange SIM or my Vodafone SIM. So you can call out from whichever SIM you've got in there, or if you prefer, if there's a SIM that you primarily call out from, there is a setting in the settings that you can select when you call out, you want it coming out from SIM 1 or SIM 2. Okay, so down here or on here I've got my call log, the people I've called. I've got my contacts here as well, so I can call people from my contacts. And I can choose some favourites as well there. So pretty much what you expect from a smartphone these days. This phone screen is superb. As you can see, it's very, very clear, it's very bright, and it's very, very responsive. It has a capacitive touchscreen. Unlike a resistive touchscreen, you have to use your fingers, and it's very frustrating to use. As you can see, this is a capacitive screen. I'm just brushing my fingers across, and it's such a joy to use because it's so responsive. The processor on the phone helps as well, because it's not a sluggish processor. It certainly helps in doing smooth navigation. Okay, the other thing that this phone has, it's got multi-touch. So what I mean by multi-touch, I can do this, and I can zoom in, and I can zoom out. So really, really handy when you've got photos and you want to zoom in quickly and zoom out. So really, really handy. As you can see, I'm just using this screen. It's extremely responsive, and the phone's really responsive as well. As you can see, it's loading up those pictures, which are pretty high res, very, very quickly. Absolute joy to use this screen, it really is. Okay, let me show you a few games on this, but there's no doubt you'll be playing some games on here. Okay, so there you have it on the gaming front. As you can see, this is an extremely capable phone. It can handle 3D games, it can handle games smoothly and with ease. So there's not going to be a lot of games out there that you can't play on this. So again, it's an excellent phone for that purpose. It's got a dedicated 3D graphics processor as well as a normal processor, which coupled together makes it extremely fast phone. So you're not going to get too frustrated with this phone at all. As you can see, it's such a joy to use. It's so smooth, the screen is so bright and clear. It's an excellent phone. Let's quickly show you internet as well. If I just bring up the internet browser here, and there I have the Google. Obviously I can search for anything I want there. Let's search for us. Again, the QWERTY keyboard is an excellent feature for this, because it makes things so much easier. Okay, so I can zoom in and zoom out of websites as well. Very, very handy having the multi-touch on this screen, which cheap phones do not have. Okay, so there you have it. This is an Android dual SIM mobile phone that supports 3G SIMs as well. So if you're in the market for a dual SIM phone, you need it to be reliable, you need it to be quick, you want that QWERTY keyboard, you still want a nice big screen. You're not too bothered about size. It is a sizey phone, but it's superb. It really is an excellent phone for those people out there who do like texting, who do like browsing the internet, who do like emailing. So a perfect business phone, but when you're out there and you're also needing to burn some time, you can play the games on this and be confident that it will play the games. So I highly recommend this phone. It's one of our best phones we've done. So if you're in the market for a phone such as this, I do recommend that you get this. Thank you very much for watching our video.